Hello and welcome to another lesson in our hotel management system development in MS Excel VBA. So in our previous lessons, we covered on the checkout form. So now we are going to look at how the bill sheet is going to be generated or how we can issue bill. So to start with, let's quickly navigate straight to a bill sheet and design our bill from here. So to start with, I would want us to select the entire range here, starting from here, and then let's give it, okay, for now I think, okay, let's do that. Let's give it a background color of white, something like this. There we go. So let's navigate to the first column here, that is the K1 column, and then just drag it and then up to M, and let's merge it and center. So let's click on merge and center, and then okay, let's drag it from the top up to 29. That is a row 29. What is going to happen here is this: we would want to have exactly what's the ranges that we refer to in the code so that we don't have issues. Okay, that is exactly what we're trying to do. So what we're going to do here is let's give it some borders around it. Okay, some thick borders around it like this, so that we can know the ranges we are working with. So with this, we can expand this a bit. There we go. So now here we can have something like the heading. Let's say we can have it like official receipts. Okay, whatever. So here, let's select it and then let's change the font size to Times New Roman, increase the font, and then bold it. Okay, I would want to decrease it a bit, or I would want to give it Arial black. There we go. So you hit enter. That is okay. So we have this. There we go. We can open it once again. So now let's select this, Control C to copy this. Let's click here, then Control V to paste. Let's come here, Control V to paste. Then here, Control V to, that is okay. So now let's select this and then let's go to borders and still give it no borders. So we don't want borders. However, let's reselect this and re-give it the outside borders we gave initially. There we go. So don't worry, we'll take care of it. So what is going to happen here is this: so select this one and then probably let's name it name of hotel, okay, or hotel name, and here is going to be the probably address, okay, and then here we have the contact. There we go. So here what's going to happen is let's select this ones, let's unbold it and then reduce. Let's remove the boldness. What we're going to do is let's remove the boldness and change the font to Times New Roman. There we go, so that we have it look like this. You don't want it to be bold. Select this one and then let's give it no borders there. Let's leave it for now like that. Okay, there we go. So we have the name of the hotel here, the address, and then the contact. That is okay. That is how we want it. So here we are going to have something like the various labels. Like this is for transaction ID. So let's type transaction ID. There we go. And then here we give it date/time. There we go. And then the next one we have receptionist. There we go. So what is going to happen is let's expand this a bit. There we go. So here let's double click here and then let's give it some colon here. There we go. Perfect. So what is going to happen is let's select this and then reduce the font size. There we go. This is okay. So we can probably bold it. Nice. So here we can have the name of the here we can have the that is the transaction ID here. So here what we're going to do is just select this and then merge and center, and here as well. Okay, here I think up to here, and then merge and center, This one is too much. Let's remove the merge. So let's drag it up to here, merge and center, here too as well, and then here also up to here. Or if we can extend it a bit, then we merge it and center. That is okay. So here you can have the name of the receptionist. Let's for now, let's put something like admin there. Then the current date, just type equal to the now. Then you open and close your parenthesis, enter. So this gives us the current date. Transaction ID will come very soon. So let's put some random number so that you can format it. So let's select this and reduce font size a bit, and then let's align it to left, something like this. Okay, there we go. And then we can probably italic it if you wish. Fine, that is perfect. This is how we want it. Okay, so this looks good. So now the next thing we are going to do after this is probably we are going to skip one line here. Okay, one row here. Let's skip this row, close it a bit. So here we are going to be having the customer ID for here. Okay, now so we have customer ID. Please use the ranges I'm using, okay, because that is what we have made reference in the code. So after the customer ID, what is going to happen is we are going to format it. Okay, so let's maintain the font style. However, let's reduce the font size a bit. Then let's make it bold. So what is going to happen is let's select it, and then let's give it some thin border at the bottom of it. Let's see this, something like this, bottom border. And then let's select up to this ring and merge it. And here we can give it some dotted border. Here what we're going to do is right click this and then select format cells. And what we are going to do is go to border, and here let's choose this and choose only the bottom. This, click here and then click on it. So we have some bottom border here so that we can have the text here. So this can hold the customer ID, something like that, like this. So here what is going to happen is this. Let's select this and then let's try to reduce the font size a bit. Okay, this is okay. So now what we're going to do is select the entire, then Control C to copy this. Click here, Control V to paste. Come to the next, Control V to paste, 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 Control V to paste. Sorry, let me just something happen here. Let's scroll up. Let's scroll up. So, there we go. So here, Control V to paste. Here, Control V to paste. Here, Control V to paste. We're going to be editing this, so don't worry. Control V to paste. Here, Control V to paste. Now let's leave it that way for now. So let's clear this. So here, this is going to hold the name of the customer. Let's say here name. Then here should be probably address. And then here, okay, after that you include the colon. For the address we have type of ID, and then we have ID number, and here we have, after the ID number, we have the room number, and then here we should have the category, and there we go, we have bed number. There we go. After the bed number, we should have a check-in date, so check underscore in underscore date, and then here we have checkout. Okay, maybe check underscore out underscore. I prefer it that way. You can change it if you wish. And I'll check out date, and then number of days, number of days, and colon here. Please don't forget to include the colons, very crucial. Colon here, this colon here, colon here, colon here. There we go. And then after, let's see this, then dates, and then after checkout dates, we should have something like number of days, which is there. After number of days, we have rate per day. Sorry, rate per day. There we go. And then we have total amount, rate per day, total amount, and then let's scroll up a bit. The total amount we have tax. After tax, we have grand total. The grand total, we have balance. Okay, have advanced page. So let's select this once again. Control C to copy this, and Control V to paste. Come down again. Control V to paste. Come down again. Control V to paste. Okay. Okay. I think let's undo the last one. There we go. So this is okay for us. So here we have advanced page, and then here balance, and then here we have total payment. There we go. So let's add the columns, this, that. So now let's save our work for now. I think this is looking very good. Perfect. So what is going to happen is this. I think this is okay. So here we can just try to add some random data that will guide us on what we are actually looking for. Okay. So this will hold the name here, and then the address, the street, type of ID, maybe Ghana Cat, ID number, we leave it like that. Room number, let's say number 1. Let's say category, let's say single, and then bed number, let's say bed number 1. Check-in date. Here we are going to format this to be date. So what I'm going to do is to just write maybe 11/11/2024. Let me put it that way for now. Checkout dates maybe 12/11 then /2024. The number of days, let's say 2. Rate per day, let's say 100. Total amount, let's say 200. Tax, let's say 0.5. Then advance paid, let's say 50 cedis. There we go. So here, what is going to happen here is this. We are going to probably use some formula to get the total payment here. However, for now, balance, let's give the balance to be, let's say 350. I'm just assuming, just putting some random number. So here, so this is going to give us a total payment. But before that, I think we've skipped one of the rows here. Okay, so after the tax, we need to have something like this, the total here. Let me clear this. So total, before we then come to advance paid. Okay, advance page. There we go. After advanced page, that is when you can come to balance. Okay, balance, and then finally let's select this one, copy, Control C to copy, and here Control V to paste. So here we can have the total payment. So this total payment, there we go. So with this we are okay. So now let's add the columns here. There we go. Perfect. So that is okay. So I think we have everything up and running now. So now what is going to happen is that the balance is going to be here, and then the total payment is going to be here. So for us to do that, let's say the balance is, let's say 300. Okay, advance paid is, let's say 50 cedis, and the balance is, let's say 250 to make it 300. Let's assume that way. Okay, but I'm just giving some random numbers, so you don't worry. So what we are going to do here is that we're going to sum up this and that. Okay, so here equal to, then sum function, and then just select these two ranges and then close your parenthesis and hit enter. So there we go. So here we have this and that to give us this. So what we are going to do is, let's select this and then press and hold Control on the keyboard, select this, and then this, and that. Okay. So what we are going to do for all this thing is there, and also this, let's go for currency here. And then let's go for more account format. So here let's look for G, and then we grab some CD symbol here. So this one, and this is okay. So this is how we want it. I think or by default, can we actually just append it? Okay, what we are going to do is let's leave it like this for now. Let's undo that. It seems I'll be doing that in the source code, so let's leave it the way it is. So now what we can just add here is just a simple message. Let's merge here and center, so you can say thanks for coming. Okay, there we go. Thanks for coming. There we go. So with this, we are okay with this. So let's just decrease the font size a bit and then italic it and bold it. There we go. So probably you can just underline it, and that looks okay. So what we need to do is let's reselect this now and then quickly come back here and then re-give it that external what we've given to it. There we go. So now everything looks okay. So here we need to add something here, and that is the shape that will be holding our logo. Okay, we'll be coming to that in a couple of next lessons. So let's go to insert, let's come to shapes, and let's grab this particular shape here. Okay, let's grab the shape here. Probably let's grab it. Okay, so let's quickly draw some nice shape here and leave it here. And all we are going to do is the fill, the color of it. Let's give it something like this, something light, and then a shape outline. We say no outline. This looks okay, so select it. So we are going to give it a name. Okay, so the name is going to be something like logo RE, meaning logo receipt. So this should be in caps, LOGO, then RE. So once you are done typing, make sure to hit enter so that we have it registered in our names of our shapes. Okay, so we have, anytime you select it, see that the name appears. If the name didn't appear, retype the name and then press enter, and then you should have that also up and running. So now that we have all these things here up and running, the next thing we are going to do is to go back to the source code and see how we can generate receipts here by ourselves using the codes. So to do that, let's go back to the developer here, go to Visual Basic, let's go to our user forms and come to FRM checkout. Okay, this is the form. Okay, so here all you're going to do is to run this and then re-enter the bed number here. I think we've already checked out here, so let's go to the customer data and remove some details that we've already captured here, which for now we don't. Let me just remove this one. The balance is not supposed to be here, the tax is not supposed to be here, total amount is not, rate per day is not, total number of days, and this, I think they are not supposed to be here for now. Okay, and this is okay, advance payment is there, I think that is okay, perfect. So now we can go ahead and recheck out and then go to the bill. So let's come back here. So let's see what is actually happening at the bill section or the bill model. So let's look at this. What is going to happen here, once you double click, you see that the name of the button is CMD bill. Okay, so let's open it. So what is actually happening here is this: we are dimensioning this variable called T row, and we are setting it to sheet 3. The sheet 3 is the rooms data. Okay, that is that. This particular sheet here, sheet 3. If yours is not sheet 3, like I said, then you would have to know how to change it. Just change it to the sheet, the sheet ID of your application. Okay, so we would want to determine the last row, and then after that we look through to check something. LBL bed number dot caption equal to sheet 3 dot cells x4. Okay, what we are trying to check is this: the bed number here, LBL bed number dot caption. Oh, let me go back to the form here. All right, let's come back to it. So the bed number, this one, if it's equal to the bed number we have here, okay, we are trying to check some conditions. And also, let's come back to the bill, and also the category caption, if it is also equal to what we have here in the category section, then we would want to do something. And then the floor caption, that is the room floor dot caption, is also equal to what we have here, then we would want to do something. What do we want to do? Then we would want to set sheet 3 dot cells x5, that is the column x5, to nothing. Initially the column x5 was assigned to what? Let me show you something. Was given to what? Booked. So once this and this and this are found on our checkout form, then we would want to clear this and set it to nothing. That is an empty string. Like this, we are setting it to nothing, an empty string. So with that, we end if here. So it's as simple as that. So once you do this, what is going to happen is that once we run this model, that particular section there, once we hit the bill button, that particular section here is going to be cleared, and then it will be set to nothing, meaning that room is now available for another booking. So that is that. So once that happens, then the next thing is we want to print the bill. How do we do the printing of the bill? This is very simple. What we are actually doing here is this. Let's look at this. We are picking the, for now, let's look at something. The I row, that is the initial row, okay, it's also a variable. Sheet 4.cells rows of counts dot 1.nxlapp.row. We are actually determining the last row from this customer data from here, this one here. We are actually working on the customer who we are going to be checking out for, okay. So let's go. Now the next thing we are going to do is if sheet 4.cells I12. I12 is what? That is the now we are saying that if sheet 4.cells I12, this is the I12 sheet 4. The I12 is, that is the column 12, this one, that is a bed number. Let's look at that. If it's equal to LBL bed number dot caption, if it is equal to the bed number we have on our form, that is a checkout form. I don't want to trigger the form again. This delays the process. Then we want to do something. What we want to do, we can then go ahead and issue the receipt, meaning that particular customer exists. So, and that bed number to exist. So we are going to issue receipt. How do we do that? Now our receipt is sheet 6. So when you look at the sheet ID here, you can see sheet 6, that is the bill sheet. Okay, if yours is not sheet 6, whatever sheet that is here, you can't change, don't change it here, just come here and then modify it. You can see we are making reference to sheet 6 because ours is what sheet 6. If yours is sheet 7 by accident or whatever, then you can change this ones to sheet 7. So what we are saying is that that particular sheet, this is the bill sheet. Let's navigate to the bill sheet now. There we go. The range L5 is equal to sheet 4.cells I19. So what's, I'm not going to go through all these things, okay? I'm just going to explain something for you to understand. We are picking all the customer details. You can see the customer details is what? Sheet 4. And then the bill sheet is sheet 6. So wherever we have the customer ID, you can see that's why I commented here. Wherever we have the customer ID on sheet 4, we are picking it and then we are bringing it to here. We are bringing it to here. The customer name will be taken from the customer sheet and brought here. The address from customer sheet and brought here. All of them will be taken from the customer sheet and quickly brought here. So now all this data we have here, these are these random numbers here. So if we should go ahead and execute the model to print the bill now, you realize that these items here or the components here will change. Let's see that. Let's rerun the form here. So now let's enter the bed number here and then just find searching. So these are the details here. So we go ahead and click on checkout. So checkout is done. So let's go ahead and click on bill. So the bill is now being executed. So let's go to the desktop and save it. Let's name it John's bill. John bill. Okay. So let's click on save. So we have the bill printed. Now let's look at our bill sheets now. So look at something. Okay, there is something happening somewhere which we need to probably fix. I should have set the print area, which I didn't also do. So what we are going to do is let's reselect our ranges from here up to here, and then let's go to probably layout, and then come here and click on set print area. There we go. So that becomes our print area now. There we go. So I'm going to reprint the bill. Okay, let me delete this one. Okay, I'm leaving it the way it is. Let me go back and see something here. So now you can see that the customer details has now been brought here. Okay, but there are some things we didn't actually fix it. The number of days is actually correct. Okay, the category is single. The room number is room 1, and then the bed number is 1. The ID is correct. National, JD Street, also John Doe. You can see that the details are all here. Now my problems start from here, where we have, that is a range L20, where we have rate per day. Rate per day, that is the amount. So it is not here. What happened? We're going to be fixing that. The total amount. So if rate per day is not here, that is why we are getting this. This value need to come here to help us get actually these values here. Let me show you something here. Okay, So what is actually going to happen here is that the total amount here, we need to get that, then we multiply this by this. So here, select this one here, and let's clear what we have here. So here is going to be this type equal to this value, then shifts and 8, that gives you the multiplication, that's asterisk, that's for multiplication, and then we are multiplying it by this, and then let's hit enter. So here now, this and this will give us this value. So now we didn't get the rate per day. What happened? I need to go back to my source code and cross check again. Before I do that, let's go to the customer details database to check something here. Let's come back here. Let's check whether we have the rate per day here actually been captured. Rate per day is not captured. Why? Because I deleted it initially, which is not supposed to be deleted, because I was thinking it should be coming from the checkout. However, it should be coming from the check-in booking stage. That is where we brought this one in. So the rate per day is probably 100 cedis. So let me bring it back. So now I'm going to remove this tax. I'm going to remove this one. Remove this one. Total amount, I'm going to remove it. Total number of days, I'm going to remove it. Checkout date, I'm removing it. There we go. So I'm leaving this one's blank now. So we are going to reprint new bill to see how this is going to work now. So let me delete this bill. So to do that, we rerun this form and just go ahead and go for checkout. So select this. Let's enter the bed number and find. So there we go. So now let's go ahead and click on okay. Now it's already checked out. What we are going to do is this. Let's close this now and go back to our rooms data here. Here, let's give it back. It validates the booked. So now you see that after hitting the bill button, it's gone, and I will show you how. I've already explained how that happened. So I'm bringing that value back again. So now let's rerun this form now. So let's find again, find. So we are going to check out. So checkout done. So we click on bill. So let's just name it John. Okay, John, and then click on save. So we save it to the desktop. So now forget about the receipt. Let's come back to the bill sheet now. So there we go. So you can see that now we have everything intact. Now starting from here, you can see that we have the rate, number of days is 3 days. Rate per day is what? 100 cedis. Total amount times 3 gives us 300 cedis. Tax is 150. This is just a random data, right? Because I put some number there that it should be calculated. So that is what is giving us this value here. However, if you don't deal with tax, you don't add it there. So it's as simple as that. And then total amount, which is what? What is this total here? So we need to check this to get what is actually happening here. After tax. Okay, so here too, we need to enter another formula, be able to get this value. Okay, we are going to sum up this L21, the value of what? Tax, and this to give us what? This here. Okay, so that is that. So let's clear this one. So equal to, then sum, let's hit that, and then we are selecting probably, let me see, let's say this, and then colon, and this, yeah, then close the parentheses and hit enter. So this is what we have here. Okay, this and this gives us 300 cedis plus tax gives us 450. Okay, so now advance paid is what? 50 cedis. So now the balance to pay now is what? 400, and then total payments made will be 450. So now I think everything is now intact. Got everything exactly how we want it and the way we want it. So basically that is how receipt is generated. So now don't worry, now next lessons we're going to see how we can grab our logo to be here, and then we move to the next item. So now we are done with the checkup, and then bill issuing start. So now when we go back to the rooms data, you realize that for now the room is now vacant. So if we should go to inquire for that room again, come back to rooms inquiry here, and then run the form single, and then this is said you realize that it is there. Okay, so basically that is that. So save your work, and then in our next lesson we are going to be working on the home page and begin putting our system together. So save your work and see you in the next lesson. Bye.